Good day, this is Janelan Cruz from BIT4A FSM, and today we'll be discussing the plant layout and plant location. So for an introduction, this lesson deals with various aspects of plant location and layout. Investment in analyzing the aspects of plant location and the appropriate plant layout can help a business achieve economic efficiencies in business operations. So these decisions lay the foundation of the business of small business and maybe big business. Every entrepreneur is faced with the problem of deciding the best site for location of his plant or factory. Let's just define what is the plant layout. So plant layout, it is a plan for effective utilization of facilities for the manufacture of products, involving a most efficient and economical arrangement of machines, material, personnel, storage space, and all supporting services within available floor space. According to James Lundy, a layout involves the allocation of space and the arrangement of equipment in such a manner that overall operating costs are minimized. So these are the following example of the cost used in the operations. So first is rent, second is machines and equipment, third is utilities, materials, parts, maintenance and repair, freight and delivery, and lastly, the manpower. So in a business, those are the costs that will used in the operation. Okay, plant layout has also the objective. So first of it is minimize material handling. Second is facilitate manufacturing progress by maintaining balance in the processes. Third is maintain flexibility of arrangements and operation. Fourth is maintaining high turnover of in-the-process inventory. Fifth is effective utilization of men, equipment, and space. Sixth, increase employee morale. Seventh, minimize interference from machines. And lastly, reduce hazards affecting employees. Layout of a plant is quite important in the view that I mentioned earlier, but the importance of a layout may greatly vary from the industry to industry. To attain the best possible layout, it should be proportional to the following factors. Number one, weight, volume, and mobility. So, the weight, volume, and mobility of the product is considered a factor since it may require industrial machines and equipment to handle, move such heavy, large amount of goods. It may also require large amount of laborers to ensure productivity. Second is the length of the process in relation to handling time. So this is also important since the goal of a good plant layout is to minimize handling time. In manufacturing goods, less handling of materials is good because it improves productivity. And third is the extent to which the process tends towards mass production. So adopting mass production will always depend on the product's function. So if it is a basic need that has high demand, such as canned goods, noodles, and etc., with the use of automatic machines in industries for adopting mass production system of manufacturing, the volume of production will increase. Or there are also problems that the plant layout management will gonna be encountered. So first of it is there are designs, changes in the product. Second, if there is an expansion of the enterprise. Third is if there is an proposed variation in the size of departments. Fourth, if some plants or some new product is to be added to the existing line. Fifth, if some new department is to be added to enterprise and there is a reallocation of the existing department. And lastly, if a new plant is to be set up. Next, we'll be discussing the manufacturing considerations. So to obtain the overall view of the manufacturing considerations in plant design, production processes can be grouped into the three general classifications. First is layout by product. It is for serialized or production line manufacture. This shows the product layout process, which the equipment is laid out according to the sequence of operations. The material starts at the head of the line and is moved progressively to adjacent machine until the completion of the item at the end of the line. So example of it is the manufacturing bottled water. So this will be start from the raw materials and followed by the cleaning and disinfecting of the bottles, and then this will go now to the water refilling, and this will now be going to be on the packaging and labeling, and after that the last process is to be storage. Second in manufacturing consideration is the layout by operation. So there is intermittent flow of materials, thus machines are grouped according to the type of operations they perform. So this illustration will gonna show you the layout by operation. So example of it is the manufacturing of automobile, which it is department by department. Like on the area A, this is the painting department, and then after that it could be go to the area B, which is on the assembly department, and on the area C on the machine shop department, and then on the area D this will be now the receiving department, and on the area E will be the testing department if they will gonna test the product that they made. And lastly is on the area F, which will now go on the shipping department. On this layout by operation, so this will be grouped according to the operation and how the product will gonna be operated. So the third manufacturing consideration is the layout by stationary material primarily or fixed position layout. Okay, this illustration will gonna be show the layout by stationary. So on the middle part, it is on the plant site where all the resources will gonna be go through the plant site. So it could be the human resource, energy, supplies, and the material resources. So next topic is regarding on the plant buildings. So there are two types of plant buildings. So the first one is this single-story building. So it has a fewer columns and servicing equipment can be installed in overhead trusses that permits greater flexibility in terms of the plant layout. The second type of the building is the multi-story building, which it has more levels that permits greater flexibility in terms of plant layout. We'll be now discussing the plant location. So what is the plant location? It says here that it is the choice of region or place where people, money, materials, machinery, and equipment are brought together in setting up a business. It is a place where the cost of the product is kept in order to maximize gains. These are the factors affecting the plant location. So we'll be now discussing the first one, which is the selecting or the selection of a region. So in selecting of a region, so there will be 5 results here, which first one is proximity to the market. Second is the proximity to the necessary materials. Third one is the availability of transportation facilities. Number 4, adequacy of public and private services. And lastly, the climate condition. So second factor is the selection of a particular community. So under of it, there is the labor supply. Second is the wage scales. Third one is the other enterprises and the community. And lastly, favorable living conditions. The third factor is the selection of the exact plant site. So this will be need to consider. So the first one is land. Second is the transportation. The third one is the zoning restrictions. And lastly, the waste disposal. So next topic is the trends in the plant location. So the location trends have changed substantially due to the development of substitute raw materials, network of electrification, and transportation by roads and railway, mobility of the labor, and persuasive and compulsive policies of the government for balanced regional development. So first is tendency to locate away from the city. Second is the decentralization of industries. Third is a swing toward planned industrial enters. Lastly is growing competition for industry. So in the locational analysis, locational analysis is the dynamic process where entrepreneur analyzes and compares the appropriateness of or otherwise of alternative sites with the aim of selecting the best site for a given enterprise. So it consists the following. First one is demographic analysis, which involves the study of population in the area. And second is the trade area analysis. So this is the analysis of the geographic area, which it provides the clientele to the firm. Third one is the competitive analysis, which it helps to judge the nature, location, size, and quality of the competition in the given trade of area. Number 4 is the traffic analysis. So to have a rough idea about the number of potential customers passing by proposed site during the working hours of the shop. So the traffic analysis aims at judging the alternative sites in terms of pedestrian, vehicular traffic passing a site. Lastly, the site economics. So alternative sites are evaluated in terms of establishment and operational cost. That's all for today. Thank you for listening.